Hey guys, it's Ross. So in the first video of this Devlog series, I discussed how I would be getting up to date with Retro Runner and where it currently is in development, since the devlog's starting quite late within the development process. But before I go on to how the game is designed and how the game is programmed, I thought it made more sense to actually show you get the gameplay and discuss it as I'm playing through. Otherwise, the programming and whatever the development design, it probably wouldn't make much sense. So as you see in front of you, this game it's called Retro Runner, and it's an auto runner which is designed for Android mobile. So the only difference in this gameplay demo that I'm about to show you is that between Windows and mobile is that I'll be using the mouse instead of touch. So I'm using the tutorial level as I'm using the tutorial levels as the examples for the gameplay overview. So the idea is, straight off the bat, is that your player is moving and the little helpers come up in the background to tell you how to play the game as you're going along. So right now, obvious way to jump is to touch the screen, you know that, but it's making sure you know that you can do a short jump and a long jump. So you tap the screen, you do a short jump, hold on, you do a bigger jump, so on. So you can control how big your jump is. So we're coming up to a checkpoint here. So if you see this grey patch, I'll just move along a little bit further. So the next helper, which is obstructed by this damn pause button, but never mind, is telling you that you're allowed to jump in midair. So it's saying drop and jump, and the only way to get to the next bit is to actually drop and jump. You can't jump twice. So the only way you can do a jump in midair is if you drop then jump. Double jump may come into it later. I have not decided yet. There could be an item that enables you to do a double jump. So the player has to drop and jump. So the next part is the player goes through another checkpoint. I'm trying to make this as easy as possible for the player, obviously because it's the tutorial section. So the helper in the background shows that the player passes this switch and it activates something. So in this case it's a platform. So once the player goes through the switch, it goes on and the platform appears. The next part is just basically you're on your own, you know, just jump a little bit. So we're passing another checkpoint. What happens here is that a helper comes up again because a new part for the player to learn has come up. It's showing that the player can hang from here. So if the player holds down while he's jumping and connects with these hangers, he can hang, obviously. So if I show, hold, don't let go, drop, jump, hold, don't let go, drop, jump. Okay, so simple as that. So the next tutorial starts. So the player is first introduced to the rocket pack here, which is similar to controls such as Flappy Bird, really. The longer the player holds, the higher the player goes. Although in Flappy Bird I know that's different, but you'll see what I mean. So the player passes the rocket pack, he picks it up, he's running with it. If he holds down, he goes into the air, lets go, he drops, turns the rocket pack off, and so on. So obviously trying to make this easy as possible here. I don't really want the player to die because it's a tutorial, although he will. That will change shortly. So the player has passed another checkpoint here. He's still got his rocket pack on now, but I want the player to lose his rocket pack when he goes through checkpoints, because otherwise he'll just be able to fly over the whole level. So he goes through the checkpoint. Let's just stop it here. This helper is telling the player that if he hangs on these hangers and keeps hold when he's finished on the hanger, he will do a jump. So he'll go on here. So let's just see if I can get that. So you'll see. Anyway, I'll just do it. So player runs along, jumps, holds, doesn't let go, and does a jump. Needs to do it here, otherwise he's going to die, and so on. So he's just gone through another checkpoint. This is reminding the player that he can jump in midair. So not only is the player going to have to hang now, he's going to have to drop and jump in midair in order to get to the next bit. So jump, jump, hold, drop, jump, hold, drop. I'm dead. Yeah, this bit isn't that easy, although I am the developer and I've played this a million times, so I should do it first time. There we go. So drop, jump, hold, drop, jump, hold. So another checkpoint's gone up here. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. So this is the first time the player is introduced to portals. These portals are called the Portals of Uncertainty. For obvious reasons, the player has no idea where he's going to end up. So he'll go through here, and he's either going to come out there or he's going to come out there. So go through portal, come out up there, go through this one. It's obvious where he's coming out now. Picks up the rocket pack, and that's the end of the tutorial so far. Then the player's pretty much on their own. Ignore that horrible pause menu because that's not going to stay like that. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much how the game will be played. And I thought it probably best to show you through the tutorial. So yeah, in the next video I'll be going over how I'm actually doing all this. So the designing, not the designing really, actually, just the development and how all the collisions work, and the checkpoint system, the level system, player movement, and so on. So yeah, I hope you've got some sort of enjoyment out of that description of the gameplay. I hope to see you next time. Ciao for now.